ekyo kyolaba nkulaga map ey'olukalu lwaffe olwa Africa gwe agoberera kati ekyo kyekuteereddeyo basewo ne bannyabo.
It's finally happening. Africa is splitting.
Africa egenda maaso n'okubanga yeeyawulamu. Kyentegeeza kyeki Africa tubadde tugimanyi nti yo nga yo kontinenti oba lukalu olwemaliridde olwekutte awamu basewo ne bannyabo. Africa etudde ku mataffaali asatu okuli Nubian plate, njogera ku tectonic plates, Arabian plate ne Somalian plate, kyetuyita continental drifting, kwe kubanga amayinja gano gakoonagana. Buli lwe gakoonagana gatuwa ebintu nga musisi, gatuwa ebintu nga faults, ebintu nga Rift Valley, ebintu nga volcanic mountains n'ebirala. Mbabuulira bino nga bw'olaba ekifaananyi ekyo bw'okiraba ku lutimbe lwoggwe ali live ku YouTube. Africa yandifuna ekikangabwa mu bwangu ddala. Bino si bya firimu, bino bya science, biri scientifically proven. Region gye tuyita Afar region eri mu mutima gwa East Africa wennyini. Bwe twogera ku East Africa ntegeeza amawanga nga Ethiopia, Kenya, Tanzania ne Uganda nga mwogitwalidde. Emyaka bukadde na bukadde egyakayita Africa ebadde egenda efuna enkyukakyuka mpola mpola. Saawa zino wenjogerera plate zino esatu zeeyongedde okuba nga zikoonagana. Tectonic plates zino zeeyongedde okukoonagana. Bwe zikoonagana basewo ne bannyabo nsaba kujjukiza nti ensi eno nga bw'ogiraba mu kusooka lyali ttaffaali limu, naye ku lwa movement zino amataffaali gagenda geeyawula. Y'ensonga lwaki South America yalina okweyawula ku Africa naye at first byali wamu. Ekyondo kya Buwalabu nakyo kyennyini kyali kyegasse n'amambuka ga Africa. Kyova olaba bwe weetegereza Abawalabu n'aba Egypt waliwo consanguinity. Bwe weetegereza abantu abaddugavu abali mu America wansi n'abali mu Africa olabawo consanguinity. Kati nno kikulaga nti ensi kubanga etambula waliwo forces zino ezireetawo enkyukakyuka. Kati blockers ne tectonic blocks oba plates nezifuna kye tuyita continental drifting, ekireetera semayanja oba enkalu okweyawulamu. Nga bwe gambye nti mu kusooka zaali zeegasse, era bw'ogezaako n'okwata maapu Atlas n'ojja n'ogisala n'ogezaako gatta ojja kulabawo okukwatagana okwaliwo. Gambe zino bloka buli lwe zikoonagana zezeta volcano, hot springs, geysers. Mujjukire mwaka gwa 2005 mayiro 35 zeeyawulamu wano mu kabangirizi ke tuyita aka East African Rift Valley. Awo wennyini kaali ka buwanvu ka fuuti 5 okukka wansi, obugazi nga kali mu fuuti 65. Sewo ne bannyabo mu myaka mitono egijja Africa egenda kufunamu enkyukakyuka luva okwaya ng'eno egenda kuleetawo bino. Amawanga nga Somalia, Kenya, Ethiopia, Tanzania, Uganda, DRC, Zambia, Burundi, Malawi, Mozambique, Rwanda gayinza okweyawula ku Africa ne tufuna continent bbiri beddu. Kino kijja kujja nga Arabia Peninsula yeeyawudde ne East Africa wakati wa Kenya ne Uganda. zandifuna coastline either Kenya oba Uganda zandidda ku coastline zitya tebereza nga Uganda yeetoloddwa ocean oba sea banti paati ennene eya Kenya yanditambula ate ne kino ekizinga ekigenda okweyawulako olwo Uganda nesigala side eri or the vice versa. Event eno bw'enaabeerawo egenda kuleeta okufa kw'abantu bukadde na bukadde. On average about 15 million people might die. Loss of $1 billion. Billion z'essente zijja kusaanizibwawo kubanga wano ensi weegenda okweyawulira tegenda kugamba nti tugenda kukoma wano kijja kubeera spontaneous bassebo ne bannyabo wandibeerawo economic storm kyentegeeza ebyenfuna biyinza okugootaanamu okumala ebbanga ekyewuunyisa science already amaze otulaga ki ekijja naye singa kiba kituukiridde Africa wano wansi ne yeeyawulako ekitundu amazzi ne gajjulawo eyo nefuuka ocean njagala kubuuza ocean eyo egenda okwefoomingibwawo wakati wa Africa ne Indian Ocean egenda kutuumibwa etya n'ekirala akatundu kano akekutuddeko akatonotono Uganda kwesobola okubeera oba neetabeerako nesigala njagala kubuuza mwenga Abafirika muyinza katuuma linnya kikati ebyokutuuma bibiri olukalu mugenda kulutuuma lutya olukalu eyo continent semi-continent eyo munaagituuma mutya n'ekirala amazzi munaagatuuma ocean ki enamba zaffe ez'estudio kanzisome 075 96 845 ne 077 855 olukalu muba mugenda kulutuuma lutya n'amazzi yesebo
obale tuweereza
kubanga wandigamba nti byakutuukawo dda nnyo naye sofa singa olaba ku lwatika luli bassebo ne bannyabo singa olaba ku fault eri ojja kumanya nti this is happening really. Amawulire gatandise dda mu Bungereza gatandise dda BBC yasuzeeyo amawulire go gatandise dda.
It's finally happening. Africa is splitting into 2 continents. Did you know that Africa, the second largest continent on Earth, is undergoing some geological changes? Scientists have made an intriguing discovery. Africa is actually splitting apart. And over an incredibly long period of time, this process could give rise to a brand new ocean and a new continent. Over millions of years, the African continent has undergone dramatic changes, but nothing quite like this. However, it's important to note that this transformation will occur gradually over millions of years, so don't expect immediate changes. As time passes, specific regions such as Somalia and portions of Kenya, Ethiopia, and Tanzania will slowly separate from the rest of Africa. This separation is caused by a process known as continental rifting, which happens when tectonic plates underneath the Earth's surface start to pull away from each other. Just like a piece of paper tearing apart, the African continent will gradually split into 2 separate landmasses. Welcome back to another video for our channel. Today, we're going to witness an extraordinary event that's been unfolding right before our eyes. Now, let's imagine what the world might look like millions of years from now after this big split called the Great Big Rift. But before we get into that, please support our channel by subscribing, liking, and sharing this video. It really helps us grow. To understand this incredible event, we need to know why and how Africa is breaking apart. The process behind Africa's splitting is called rifting. It occurs when a large piece of the Earth's outer layer, known as the crust, starts to break into smaller pieces, and this creates gaps known as divergent plate boundaries. The rifting of Africa began at least 138 million years ago when Africa and South America were connected. If you take a look at the west coast of Africa and the east coast of South America, you'll notice that their shapes fit together, indicating that they were once joined. Over the past 30 million years, the Arabian Plate, which is a section of the Earth's crust, has been moving away from Africa. This movement has resulted in the formation of the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden. These are examples of the gaps or space created as the African and Arabian plates move apart. In the future, there will be a big split in East Africa caused by the East African Rift System. This started in 2005 when a long crack appeared in the desert of Ethiopia. The East African Rift is a very large split in the Earth's crust that goes through many African countries, including Ethiopia, Kenya, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, Zambia, Tanzania, Malawi, and Mozambique. Scientists believe that this split will eventually create a new ocean, which would be the sixth ocean on our planet. The crack was found at the meeting point of three tectonic plates: the African Nubian Plate, African Somali Plate, and Arabian Plate. These plates have been slowly moving apart over a distance of more than 3,000 kilometers. The East African Rift Valley stretches from the Gulf of Aden in the north to Zimbabwe in the south, effectively dividing the African Plate into the Somali and Nubian plates. Although this splitting process has been going on for a while, it gained global attention in 2018 when a significant crack appeared in the Rift Valley. However, the actual separation is not expected to happen soon because the Arabian Plate is moving away from Africa very slowly. At a rate of 1 inch per year, it will take millions of years for Africa to split into two parts, and it will take at least 5 to 10 million years for the new ocean to form. As a result of this split, several landlocked countries in Africa like Rwanda, Uganda, Burundi, and Democratic Republic of Congo, Malawi, and Zambia will unintentionally gain coastlines. The smaller continent formed by the split will include present-day Somalia and parts of Kenya, Ethiopia, Eritrea, Djibouti, Tanzania, and Mozambique. However, geologists suggest that depending on how the split develops, the smaller continent may drift away from the rest of Africa. This could lead to the creation of new countries, the merging of existing ones, or complete fragmentation. Geologists also predict that Madagascar will break up into smaller islands. If the new ocean appears in another 5 or 10 million years, it may be called the African Ocean, making it the 8th continent in the world. The emergence of a new coastline near these countries would require a lot of money for evacuations. However, it would also bring significant advantages. The countries that were previously surrounded by land and had no direct access to the ocean will now be able to reach the sea. This is great news because it will make things easier and cheaper when it comes to moving goods internationally. These countries will also be able to start industries related to shipping and fishing, which they couldn't do before. To connect with the rest of the world, they'll build harbors where ships can dock. It's important to mention that the Democratic Republic of Congo already has a small part of the Atlantic coastline that is being used, but Congo, Uganda, Rwanda, and Burundi mostly relied on Kenya's port of Mombasa and Tanzania's port of Dar es Salaam, which are on the Indian Ocean, for their maritime transportation. With access to the sea, these countries will also be able to connect directly to undersea internet cables if that technology is still being used at that time. Without a doubt, the appearance of new coastlines will bring lots of opportunities for economic growth. There will be more maritime activities, and it might be possible to have shorter trade routes to other parts of the world. However, we should consider whether this development is good for Africa, or if it might allow foreigners to take advantage of and control the new shipping routes for their own benefit. Looking far into the future, we might wonder if the two continents referring to Africa and the landmass where the coastlines are forming will remain connected, or if they will eventually separate as North and South America did.
Ibyo nabyo basebo ne banyabo tubitegeredde ddala. Kati ffe ogwaffe gwa kulinda tulabe. Tusabe kimu Mukama atuwe buwangazi. Tulabe ko enkyukakyuka ezo nga zijja, ensi nga yeeyawula, Kenya, Uganda nga zeegasse kuvu nga amazzi gaddawo wakati. Bino bikulu bannaffe nayo tubimanye. Mu ggwanga lya Zimbabwe ye waasookera ddala okulabibwa kye bayita dayinaso agasola ago agakulekule. Era eno yazuula